Hey everybody, Chrissy here for ThermOWeb, and today I'm going to show you how to make these cards. We are teaming up with Sunny Studio Stamps. So I'm going to show you a card similar to that one, and we are actually going to use the new DecoFoil MetalliX Gel. So the first thing I did is I grabbed some Distress Oxide inks. So I use these because they're a little more opaque than normal inks, and when you activate them with water, they almost have kind of like a velvety type look. So since they're soft and pastel-y, but also kind of velvety, I thought that would be a nice contrast with the gel. So the gel is basically like liquid foil. So in order to use the stencil, I'm spraying some Pixie spray on there. So this stuff is awesome because it's low tack and it holds your stencil in place. It does not leave any type of residue or adhesive when you peel it off. So you can see there, I just shook my piece of cardstock there. It holds it down for you so you don't have to worry about using all kinds of purple tape or repositionable tape. Now I am using the purple tape to mask off parts of the stencil for the simple fact the stencil I chose has like a couple different designs on it. So purple tape is also a great way to use for masking. So the next thing that I am doing is I'm using my Stencil pal, and I put some of the MetalliX Gel on there. This is the white pearl color. And you can see when you use the Stencil pal, it's fantastic. You just kind of pull it across. It covers perfectly. So the pal is my go-to tool now. Anytime I'm using any type of stencil or anything like that with the gel, even with any type of other gels, even if it's not this particular one, just because it works so well. So now I'm going to stamp in a sentiment from this stamp set, and this is, as I mentioned, from Sunny Studio, and it's called Tiny Dancers. So I picked two little sentiments and mixed them together, and then the next step was to color in this cute little girl. So I had shown you a bunch of the images that I stamped. I just kind of stamped those off camera. They were all so cute, I couldn't decide which one to use, so I finally chose this one. So I'm just using some colored pencils, and I'm coloring it in. I'm using kind of a similar color scheme to the two Oxide colors that I used on the back of the card, on the panel of the card, I should say. And I'm just using some blending solution, it's also known as Gamsol, and I'm using a paper stump. So basically what I do is I kind of color in with the lighter color, leave areas where there would potentially be highlights, and I blend it with the Gamsol, and then I come back in with some darker colors. That sandpaper right there, I'm basically sanding that paper stump down. That's to get the excess color off and to kind of like sharpen the stump a little bit. So this process goes pretty quick. I did speed it up for the video, but it's a pretty quick way to get things colored. And the color pencils are a little bit softer than alcohol markers, so that's why I chose to do it to kind of go along with that softness of the background. So the next thing I decided to do, I took some Dots and Stripes Pastels cardstock that is also from Sunny Studio, and I just adhered it to the front of the card. And now I'm just going to use some 3D foam squares because I'm going to pop up that panel, this one right here that we made earlier. And then really the last thing I have to do is add that dancer on, and we are all done. So that's the one we just made, and then I did a previous one too. I'll show you a close-up. You can really see that gel on how it sparkles. Isn't that awesome? So thank you so much for stopping by today, and use hashtag DecoFoil and hashtag ThermOWeb, and I'll see you out in Blogland. Have a great day.